Cooling keeps Nigeria running, from preserving vaccines in hospitals to safeguarding food supplies, powering laboratories, and enabling productivity in offices. But this essential service comes at a cost. Refrigeration and air conditioning systems now account for as much as 40 to 60% of electricity use in many buildings, much of it driven by inefficient equipment and climate-damaging refrigerants.
Refrigerators, in air conditioners, in all kinds of cooling systems have been using the old set of chemicals, old set of agents that deplete the ozone layer, that create more problems to climate change, because as these gases get evolved, they are part of the gases that worsen climate change. And for us in Nigeria now, we do know that from what we are seeing on a daily basis now, climate change is harming us. Climate change is creating problems for us. So this procurement workshop is a capacity building workshop to help our public agencies, even the private sector, because you see, whatever happens in the public sector will invariably flow to the private sector, to ensure that the cooling systems that we import, the cooling systems that we buy, the cooling systems that we procure are sustainable cooling systems. They are environmentally friendly cooling systems. They are systems that use gases that avoid ozone depleting substances in them totally. And so that's why we're glad that this workshop is holding. This workshop now directs attention to the need for us as a country to ensure that we bring in only systems that do not deplete the ozone layer.
This capacity building workshop on green procurement for sustainable cooling systems, convened by the federal government in collaboration with Sustainable Research and Action for Environmental Development, STRADEV Nigeria, is designed to strengthen institutional capacity and align Nigeria's public procurement systems with climate-smart, energy-efficient cooling solutions.
By prioritizing energy efficiency, product life cycle, and long-term fiscal responsibility, the government spends better today while avoiding greater costs tomorrow. This approach reinforces our commitment to developing climate-resilient infrastructure, fostering healthier communities, and strengthening the institutional capacity of the Nigerian state. The DG firmly believes that reforms succeed when people understand and have the capacity to apply them. This workshop is therefore vital. It empowers practitioners with the knowledge and confidence to move from policy statements to real action within their organizations.
Representing the Minister of Environment, the Director, National Ozone Office, Idris Abdul, stressed that the public sector is a major consumer of cooling equipment, urging ministries, departments, and agencies to demand energy-efficient and climate-friendly technologies.
We are working with a standard organization. We developed minimum energy performance standards, of which it was approved. So all air condition coming into the country or being assembled in the country has minimum energy performance standards. And minimum energy performance standards will reduce the energy consumption of a cooling equipment. So that's one of the strategies we are putting in place. And also, of course, this green procurement that will be integrated into the procurement processes.
There will be need for more trainings. That is just what I think we need basically, and the equipment to ensure that the equipment are available and affordable. First of all, I would say awareness, more awareness. The government has been trying through the Ozone Office, but it can never be enough. Like you know, we have a lot of rack technicians in Nigeria. So what we need is awareness and awareness. And you can only do that mostly through an association like ours. because we have our footage in all the states of the country, including FCT, and the grassroots is the most important.
For Stride of Nigeria, the workshop is about building people, not just policies.
What we intend to produce at the end of the day, it's clearly, very clearly, a national action plan that will help policymakers, procurement officers, different institutions, irrespective of where you are from, to ensure that you integrate green procurement into all procurement plans of every organization. Once we can do that, obviously, a cumulative of that will be of national gain. When you look at what some of these chemicals that we said, they have high global warming potential. When you look at the public health, environmental health implication to humans, when you do a cost-benefit analysis on a short and long term, you find out that it rules out whatever cost. So we know that the one we call the low GWP, global warming potential facilities or chemicals, they are more expensive, definitely. They are more expensive. But on a long term, the marginal cost is ruled out if you consider public health. So by the time you factor public health, factor environmental cost into it, it's penny wise, pound foolish to use equipment that are more efficient. Yep.
The executive director, Leslie Adogame, says the aim is to deepen awareness, support policy reform, and develop a national action plan on green procurement. Cooling demand in Nigeria is growing rapidly, and so is the opportunity to do it sustainably. At this workshop, decision makers are being equipped with the knowledge and tools to ensure that public funds are spent on energy solutions that are energy efficient, climate resilient, and also truly aligns with Nigeria's long-term environmental goals. Nkoli Omhoudu, AIT News, Abuja.